Introduction to Computer Basics, Lesson 2, Understanding File Management. Introduction to Computer Basics. File administration is the action of acclamation and authoritative agenda advice stored on a computer system. This action helps users to manage, store, and adapt files in a way that makes them commonly attainable and searchable. File administration is an capital aspect of computer usage, and compassionate it can accomplish your agenda activity abundant easier. What are files and folders? If you accept any time acclimated a computer, you accept apparently appear beyond files and folders. But what are files and folders, exactly? In this post, we will analyze these basal apparatus of computer systems and apprentice why they are capital for acclamation and managing agenda data. What is a files? In computing, a book is an accumulation of abstracts that are stored on a computer system. A book can accommodate text, images, audio, video, or any added blazon of agenda data. Files are about stored on a computer's adamantine drive or added accumulator media, such as USB drives or anamnesis cards. Files are the architecture blocks of agenda data, and they are acclimated to an abundance of aggregate from abstracts to music to software programs. When you save a book on your computer, it is accustomed to a different name and stored in an accurate location. This makes it accessible to acquire and admission the book later. What is a folders? A binder is a limbic that is acclimated to abundance files and added folders on a computer system. Folders are acclimated to adapt files and accumulate them in an analytic order. For example, Uability accept a binder for documents, addition binder for music, and addition binder for photos. Folders are generally abiding in a hierarchy, with subfolders independent or ancestor folders. This makes it accessible to cross through the book arrangement and acquisition the files you need. By acclamation files into folders, you can accumulate your agenda abstracts organized and accessible to manage. Why files and folders are important. Files and folders are capital apparatus of computer systems, and they are important for several reasons. Organization. By item files and folders, you can accumulate them organized and accessible to find. This can save time and abate annoyance back alive with agenda data. Efficiency. Files and folders can advise you assignment added commonly by authoritative and accessible to locate and admission the files you need. Security. By item files and folders, you can advise assure them from adventitious abatement or added types of abstracts loss. File organization, creating, moving, and renaming files and folders. As our agenda lives become added complex, it is added important than any time to accept acceptable book alignment practices. Creating, moving, and renaming files and folders can assume like an alarming task, but with a few tips and tricks, you can accumulate your agenda abstracts organized and accessible to manage. Creating files and folders. Creating files and folders is the aboriginal footfall in acceptable book organization. To actualize a new folder, artlessly right-click on the desktop or in a binder window and add new folder. You can again name the binder and alpha abacus files to it. To actualize a new file, access the appliance that you appetite to use to actualize the file, such as Microsoft Word or Excel, and save the book to a binder on your computer. Moving files and folders. Moving files and folders is in capital allotment of book organization. To move a book or folder, artlessly bang and annoyance it to the new location. You can move files and folders to altered folders on your computer or to an alien adamantine drive or billow accumulator service. Another way to move files and folders is to use the cut and paste commands. First, baddest the book or binder that you appetite to move, again right-click and baddest cut. Next, cross to the area you appetite to move the book or folder, right-click, and baddest paste. Renaming files and folders. Renaming files and folders can accomplish it easier to analyze them and accumulate your agenda abstracts organized. To rename a book or folder, artlessly right-click on it and baddest rename. You can again blazon in a new name for the book or folder. Another way to rename files and folders is to baddest the book or binder and columnist the F2 key on your keyboard. This will acquiesce you to blazon in a new name for the book or folder. What are file extensions? A book addendum is a set of characters that appear afterwards the dot in a book name, such as text for argument book or JPG for an Angel file. The book addendum tells the computer arrangement what blazon of book it is and how to assignment with it. For example, a docx book addendum tells the computer that it is a Microsoft Word document, while a PDF book addendum tells the computer that it is a PDF file. How do file extensions work? File extensions assignment by accoutrement a way for computer systems to analyze altered types of files. When you save a book with a specific extension, the computer knows what blazon of book it is and how to accessible it. For example, if you double-click on a book with a JPG extension, the computer knows to accessible it with an Angel Eyewitness program. File extensions are additionally acclimated by operating systems to actuate which programs can accessible which files. For example, if you try to accessible a book with a docx addendum on a computer that does not accept Microsoft Word installed, the operating arrangement will not apperceive how to accessible the file. Common book extensions and their uses. .text, a parent argument book that can be opened with any argument editor. .docx, a Microsoft Word certificate file. .pdf, a carriageable certificate architecture book that is acclimated for administration documents. .jpg, a arrow embolism Angel book architecture that is acclimated for photographs and added images. .mp3, a arrow embolism audio book architecture that is acclimated for music and added audio files. .mp4, a arrow embolism video book architecture that is acclimated for videos. Backup and accretion are analytical processes in agenda abstracts management. It's capital to accept advancement of your files to abstain abstracts accident due to accoutrements failure, cyber attacks, or added abrupt circumstances. In this post, we will analyze how to actualize backups and restore files to accumulate your agenda abstracts safe and secure. How to creating backups. Creating an advancement is the action of authoritative an archetype of your agenda abstracts and automate in an abstracted location. You can actualize backups manually by artful files to an alien adamantine drive or USB drive, or you can use software to automate the process. Here are the steps to create a backup using Windows built-in backup software. Connect an external hard drive to your computer. Open the control panel and select System and Security. Click on Backup and Restore. Click on Setup Backup and follow the instructions to select the files you want to backup and the location where you want to store the backup. If you adopt to use third-party advancement software, there are abounding options available, such as Acronic True Image, Ease US Toto Backup, and Norton 360. These software bails action added features, such as automatic backups, encryption, and below storage. How to restoring files. Restoring files is the action of convalescent absent or damaged files from a backup. If you acquaintance accoutrements abortion or lose abstracts due to a cyber attack, you can use your advancement to restore your files. Here are the accomplished to restore files application Windows Congenital Advancement software. Connect the external hard drive where your backup is stored to your computer. Open the control panel and select System and Security. Click on Backup and Restore. Click on Restore My Files and follow the instructions to select the files you want to restore. If you are application third-party advancement software, the action of abating files will alter depending on the software you are using. However, best software bails will accept agnate action to restore files from a backup. Best practices for backup and recovery. To ensure the assurance and aegis of your agenda data, actuality are some best practices to chase for advancement and recovery. Actualize backups regularly. Set up an agenda to actualize backups at atomic already a week. Store backups in an abstracted location. Keep backups on an alien adamantine drive or below accumulator account to anticipate abstracts accident due to accoutrements abortion or cyber attacks. Test backups regularly. Verify that your backups are alive accurately by abating a book or two to ensure that the advancement action is activity as expected. Use encryption. If you are autumn backups in the cloud, accomplish abiding to use encryption to assure your abstracts from cyber attacks.